everyone, I'm back here with another unboxing video, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Tokina 17-35 f4 full frame lens for Nikon cameras. I did pick this up off of eBay used for $350, considering that is actually a pretty good deal because this particular lens I believe retails for brand new for between $420 to $450. Anyway, so here we are. So taking that cardboard off, we have the lens straight away right here, and it even is in the original kind of packaging. But anyway, so there's the lens, and then lastly down in here we do have the instruction manual that originally had come with it, which is super nice. So I'm not going to take that out because there's no need, but there's that, and then it does also have the 3-year warranty card to register it online. So that's super nice. Anyway, so here's what the lens looks like. It is relatively small, and it does include the lens hood, which was super nice as well. Not all used lenses come with that, so it's really nice to see. But anyway, there's the lens again. It is relatively small in size, but it does have a pretty significant weight to it. I believe it is about 3 pounds, maybe a little over 3 pounds. So it is kind of hefty, but not too bad. So taking a look around here, we have the zoom ring right here. So we have the zooming from 17 all the way into 35. And 17 millimeter on a full frame camera is pretty nicely wide angle. Now, if you put it on a DX and or crop sensor body, that 17 millimeter is going to be the equivalent of a 24 to 28 millimeter roughly. And then moving up here, we have the focusing ring. The weird thing about this is there is no actual switch on it to switch between manual and autofocus, like some other Nikon lenses have. With this one, if you want to go into manual focus, you have to pull it down, clicks into place, and now you can see we have full manual control over the focus. And you want to go back to autofocus, slide it back up, and you're now back into autofocus. Now, the one caveat with this is when you're in autofocus mode, you cannot manually focus or override the autofocus manually. So to be able to do that, like I said, you have to slide it down and go into manual to be able to do that. So I don't particularly like that about this lens, but oh well, it's not a huge issue. Anyway, it does also not have image stabilization, so there's no VR type of capability in this lens as well, which with wide angle lenses you don't really need that. It's not particularly all that necessary. But anyway, moving to the front here, we have the lens cap. If we take that off, you can see the front element there. And the front element filter thread size is, I believe, at 82 millimeter, so it's a pretty significant size, and filters are going to be a little bit more expensive due to that. So if we move around to the back side, take off the rear lens cap here, we see the rear element, and it does have a metal mount as well, which is something that you always want to see because it just lets you know that it's not going to break off or snap off when attached to your camera. Then we have, of course, that aperture controller right here that every single lens has. As you can see, we can open it wide up, like so. Pretty cool. And like I said earlier, this is a fixed aperture lens, meaning that the lens is going to stay at whatever aperture you choose throughout the focal range. So basically, the widest it can open up to is f4. So basically, if you zoom from 17 to 35, it is still going to be f4. It's not going to change like it does on variable aperture lenses, such as some of the kit lenses that you might come across, and a lot cheaper lenses. Now, the f4 is definitely not the most wide angle you could get. Ideally, you want to get a 2.8 if you plan on using this particular lens, or just any lens in low light situations. But nevertheless, an f4 will get the job done and still give you a pretty decent amount of background blur and or bokeh. But anyway, that's basically it for the lens itself. I am going to provide some sample images at the end of the video if you guys are interested in checking out some of the image quality that you could come to expect from this particular lens. It will be mounted. I am planning to mount this particular lens on a Nikon D810 DSLR camera. Anyway, yes, that's basically it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. It is really greatly appreciated. Hit that thumbs up button as well. That is also much appreciated. And if you guys have any questions or comments, just drop those down below and I'll get back to them as soon as I possibly can. So, yeah, with that all being said, once again, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.